everyone.
Welcome back. We are. What is my hair?
It's really windy.
It's very windy. Thank you. Blame the wind.
It's
the wind's fault. We are at Audielicious, which is a restaurant here in Fort St. John.
Yes.
A very famous one with a very famous chef. So,
yes.
let's go talk and cook. Woo. Good evening and welcome everyone. We are speaking with Chef Audie Banania at Audielicious in Fort St. John. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. And you?
Awesome. I'm great, thank you. Super
good.
excited to be here.
Thank
So we will start with you just telling us a bit about yourself.
Okay. So I'm Audie Louis Banania III from Philippines. Then I work in overseas before moving to Canada. So yeah, I work in Singapore specifically before I moved to Canada. So yeah, been a chef for my whole life. So yeah, this is the industry that I'm in. So I think yeah. So I like to cook. Then making recipes. Creating, plating, like making menus. So, yeah, I think that's it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And what made you want to move to Canada?
Moving to Canada is a dream for everyone. A dream for everyone, like if you're in a third world country like Philippines and Asia, everyone wants to get out from the situation, like, poverty, number one, right? Then overpopulated. So we want a life, our dream life that it's hard in our country to live. Canada is the country that everybody's dream of, and like everyone is treated the same, equally compare in our place or in our country that there's always hierarchy. So if you're not in this status in life, you're not allowed in something like that. So you will be just, if you're on the bottom or middle class, you have to stay in there. Then if you want to go up, you really need to work hard to be on top. Mm-hmm. But here, when I move here, it's like, it doesn't matter you've been long time staying here in Canada or you're new, you're the same, you balance in everyone. So of course, another reason is like life is easier here compared here. Like for example, $1 here, when we make $1 here or like per hour, for example, minimum wage right now in BC is like $17. That $17 is times 40. So for example, $1 is 42. So on that $17, we need to work at least a week already for that.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, so that's why I said earlier that the convenience of life or how easy it's here compared there. We are paid there even you have a good job there, you are paid daily, not hourly.
Oh.
So for example, if you're in the province, like my province is, I'm in Bicol, which is lower part of northern Manila. So the rate is different from province to the city or to the town. So, for example, if you're in the province, the rate is different. For example, the minimum wage is, we'll say, the government will tell everyone, the business owners, that minimum wage at least 750 a day. But in the province, not even half of that one. You're lucky enough to get half of that one.
Oh my goodness.
So for example, before moving here, when you work there, I myself experienced it. 12 hours job, you get paid $100 or $100, $150.
Wow.
In my place.
Yeah.
Right? But that was like before moving here. But even right now, when I talked to my mom, she told me it went to 250. Sometimes you're lucky enough to get 300 or 350 or 500. Yeah. But the government is telling the business owners that this is the minimum wage now, like 700 or 1,000, something like that. So
That's crazy.
it's not regulated because it's not being followed by everyone, right? In Canada, if the government said minimum wage, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the life here is easier compared there because like for um, your daily wage for 8 hours, we will gonna work on that one for like a month already.
Oh my goodness.
So it depends what kind of your job is, right?
Yeah.
So like I said, $1 is equivalent to $42.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it's hard. But I mean, when you have a goal in life, you're gonna be like working hard to go where you wanna be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like having a bad life or a struggle at the start. It doesn't mean that you will be there forever, right? But we just need to work on. We need to work hard to climb the ladder. So it depends on the mindset of people. Yeah.
So when you first moved to Canada, have you always lived in Fort St. John or have you traveled to other parts?
Yes. Since the beginning, we're in Fort St. John. So until now.
And how do you like it?
I like it here. So we have actually family in Vancouver, in Surrey, in Edmonton. Then they want us to move there. Then actually, when I bought my first house, we tried to go to Vancouver because we want to be, of course, we want to be like closer to our family, right? So I told my wife, let's try because they want us also to be there, like closer to them, even not living with them, right? So, so we went look for the houses. It's like I got shocked with the price. It's like there's a house there that we'll look, and probably it's about 50 to 60 years old, and it's one bedroom, like a studio type, and the price is 2.5 million. And when you get that place, because it's in the city, right? In the heart of the city. So the more closer to the city, the more it's expensive.
Oh yeah.
So it's like once you get that place, like if you bought that place, right? Before you can live there, you need to renovate it. So your 2.5 million is like nothing. You need to add more on that one. So I told my wife, it's like, this is not the place for us. It's like, I don't want to work my whole life just to pay this, and we cannot enjoy life because government get their get their part, like get their portion. Mm-hmm. Then after they get their portion, we have to divide what is left to the house, to the car, of course, then to the family. So it's like being practical. So we just told our family there that if we missed you, we can just buy a ticket and fly here or drive here.
Excellent choice.
Yeah, so it's like being practical choices in life. But like I said again, it depends on the mindset and what people really want. Because like we worked before in Singapore, it's like skyscrapers, city life, like Vancouver, right? Towers and stuff like that. When we move here, we get culture shock because you cannot even like, I think the tallest building I've seen is like the Radisson Hotel. Or the, what hotel is this?
The Pomeroy? Is that the one over there? No.
Pomeroy is here,
Oh.
but this one, I think it's a little higher. So it's like, what?
Oh, the coast? Is it the no?
No, the other one, like
Oh.
at the Northern Grand, I guess, or
I'm
Ramada.
guessing as if I've been here for more than a day. I don't know why I'm trying to help.
So it's
Sorry.
like when you say a tall building, it's like, yeah, it's like you're gonna be like in awe, right?
Yeah.
So it's like when we move here, it's like, what? I even like
this
joke.
is tall.
I even like joke my wife my first time stepping here after when I arrived in the airport. It's like I told my wife, or actually when I was still in the airplane, I'm thinking that am I in the right airplane? did I get the other plane?
Yeah.
It's like because I cannot even see any building, and it's like when I arrive here, it's like it's nighttime, right? So not much, no building, and comparing it to Singapore or in the Philippines, that when you're arriving, you can see the lights, like the buildings and stuff. It's like here, it's like okay, it's like gonna be.
Guess this is what we're doing.
So yeah, so like that, something like that.
But you enjoy it here.
Oh yeah,
assuming,
when like I said, sometimes whatever is your impression. Sometimes people say first impression last, right? But for me, it's like your first impression is just your the state of mind. But once you get along and stuff, it change. Then it's either you're gonna love it, or you're gonna hate it. You're gonna move out, or you're gonna move, like just embrace it, right? So, like, something like that.
Coming back to your business here, can you speak a bit about what inspired you to open a business?
Well, it's been uh, always a dream for me to have my own restaurant. So when I was a kid, our family have a small canteen, something like that, right? So, but it didn't get interest during my childhood to be in that field. So I really want to be uh, engineer, but um, finances wise, my family cannot send me to school. So compare here that when you want to go to school, you can take a student loan, right? In the Philippines, it's hard. That's hard for you to happen. So yeah, my family cannot send me to school. Then I cannot pursue what I want. Then I went to the seminary first, seminarian to become a priest. But after I graduated philosophy, my father died, and we are six. No, I have six sisters, and I'm the only boy. So we're seven in the family. So when my father died, I have to take over my dad's responsibility as the breadwinner of the family. So um, of course, it's always people always gonna say it's the family, it's the dream, right? But that's it is what it is. That it's always the dream for the family and for yourself. But for me, aside from them, it's like I really want to prove to myself that I can do things that when people like put you down, um, it's like proving it to yourself, not to anyone else, right? So because there's no point like proving it, making this one, and the purpose is just to impress you or the people that pull you down to like look after you. It's not about that. So um, because in when I'm introducing like how my life is in there, it's like we are in like in a poor family in the Philippines. Then our relatives or neighbors like put us down always that you cannot be successful. So something like that. But growing up, it's like it's give us the drive. Whatever you experience, like it fuels you how you become or how you want to be in the future, right? So when people like keep challenging you like that, some people do it as a revenge. Some people do it to prove to these people, right, that they're wrong. But for me, I don't think that way. Like I said earlier, I'm doing it for myself. So I'm not competing with anyone. I'm just only competing with myself. So yeah, so it's always the inspiration is the family. But of course, for me, like I said, it's like proving it to myself that, when people judging you that you cannot do it, but you know something in yourself, in your inner side that, yeah, I can do it, right? So it started the drive of having a dream like that from the beginning. So moving forward, because I cannot be an engineer, right? Because my family cannot send me to school. So I went to the seminary. Then in the seminary, there's priests coming from Italy, coming from the U.S. So we are like religious congregation. So people are like going there and coming back and forth, something like that. Then they're cooking. So because we have a canteen before, then I kind of developed that one. So what happened one day when there's no cook in the seminary, so we're not going to eat, right? Because there's no cook. So it's like I know something. It's like the priest asked, who knows how to cook? It's like, I know something. So from that on, that first day, then they kind of like I prepared for them, and then it continued like that. So until every time I'm the one doing cooking already and stuff like that. So, but like I said, after my philosophy, my father died, so I have to take over the family, right? So when I left the seminary and go with my normal life, it's like teaching, because I can teach in philosophy. Teaching job in the Philippines cannot support a family of 8, because my mom, then myself, and I have 6 sisters, right? So, so what I did, I applied for a scholarship so I can send myself to school. Then I studied hotel and restaurant management. Then, so I, from this dream of being an engineer to this one, it's like opposite sides,
Yeah.
right? So until I developed that dream, and it's like, okay, I want to be a chef. I want to have a business in the future. I want to have my own restaurant. So when I so during my graduation, I didn't attend my graduation. I attended the on OJT. It's like on the job training.
Okay.
So there's an opportunity in Singapore during that time. So I attended that 6 months to 1 year. Then, but not as a chef, as a waiter.
Oh,
So I started my career as a waiter in Singapore.
Okay.
So because that's the opportunity that
Yeah.
that is there, that's just present. So for me, it's like whatever is there,
you have to do it.
you have to do it, right? You have to start from this, and like I said, work from the bottom going top. So when I'm doing the waitering, then they've seen that the company's seen that I have I have potentials. So my contract on the job training there is like supposedly a year. Then they told me they can cut it into 6 months. Then I just get my diploma and come back. Then they will gonna hire me as a regular employee,
Aw.
because they feel bad that because on the job training is we're just paid like 450, something like that, a month. Then I'm doing the job that a regular employee is doing. And those guys are getting like 1,800 or 2,000 a month.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting same job, what they're doing and what I'm doing. I'm just getting like a quarter of it. So they'd seen my potential. Then they offered me this. Okay, after 6 months you can go back home, then get your diploma and credentials and stuff. Then come back here, and we will gonna hire you. So, so I took that way or that route. Then I went home after 6 months. But before doing it, my school promised me that, of course, when you do something, when you risk something, right, you will to be sure of what you're doing. So before deciding to cut my contract from 1 year to 6 months, I called the school and the people that involved in like getting those credentials. They told me that they can give it to me right away, and like within a month, then they can give it to me. So I get the advice. So then I took the opportunity. So I went home, but it didn't happen. Like I didn't get the credentials in 3 months. So the opportunity for me was given to someone else because they need staff. So it's like I'm down, right?
Yeah.
So because I'm looking forward for that job, then what happened is like I need to do something because if I'm going to teach in the Philippines, it's not enough for us because like I said, it's 8 people that I need to feed, including myself. So I decided to go to Singapore after almost probably 3 months to 5 months that in the Philippines, after I get my diploma and everything. So I decided to go to Singapore as a tourist. No job offer. And because life is hard, remember I told you that my father died. Then when someone died, right? If you're if you have, have like RRSP something, R, when savings in the government, right? So
Oh, an RRSP?
RRSP, something like that. So
Gotcha.
it's a benefits, right? Then my mom got that one. So we're getting like 2,500 peso. So I don't have anything to sell. I don't have anything to give away or to make money, right? So it's just like crazy things that I don't know if it. I don't know if it's just only me because I told my mom we don't have any money to do this, right, and stuff like that. So that are SP that my mom getting every month from my father's death, but
Oh,
with
so
the
they bought you out.
yeah, so but with a higher interest.
Oh, okay.
So for example, we're getting like 10,000, but since we're lump summing it and we were gonna use the money before it comes. So I think we get only like they took 30%. So from 10,000, we only get 7,000. So 7,000 during that time is only like $250 in Canadian dollar or in Singapore money. And I left my mom like I think 2 grand or 3 grand. So I went to Singapore with $200, $250, 7,000 peso.
Wow.
And no job, nothing is waiting for me. It's just like a risk. So, and yeah, I stayed there in Singapore as a tourist, then looking for job, then just eating one time a day, or sometimes I don't eat in a day because I have to budget. Then, because it's clean in Singapore, right? You can go to the washroom and drink the tap water. So what I do is like I have my water bottle, and if I don't have water anymore, I go to the washroom, get water. Then because Singapore is really small country, then you can walk, especially in the city. You can walk around and hand your resume and stuff like that. So I told myself like almost 1 month I cannot find a job, and I don't have money to sustain, like, because for example during our time when I was there, when you bid space you're paying for like 400 to 500 depending on the unit, right? So I don't even have that money. So yeah, I only have 250. So sometimes I go to the place, like, because some of my friends that we're in the same school, right? So some of them are 1 year on the job training. So some of them are still there. So I will gonna go to their place, sleep over, shower, then leave in the morning, look for a job. Then, like for a month, I've done that one. Then I finished my 1 month as a tourist, so I need to exit Singapore. I need to go to Malaysia, then come back again. Then I work as a. It's not allowed, so they're paying me like I think $10, $12 per hour. Like, so it's not allowed there, but I have to do something for me to leave, and I have to send money back to Philippines because I bring with me the money, right? That supposedly my mom and my family getting. So I have all those. So I told myself that I cannot go home because if I go home without anything, we're all in like really in the. I don't know how to explain that. Like, we are really
Like at the bottom.
at the bottom, like nothing, because I spend the money, right, that we have. So when I go back, it's like nothing will gonna happen there. So until there's a one interview there that where I work as illegal. Then there's an interview there for they're looking for a cook. So since I know something, then I told them that I have I'm going to attend that interview. Then luckily, then actually I don't know much of the terms and like that. So during the interview, I just managed to pass that interview because it's like sometimes they said don't work hard, work smart. So what I did during the interview, like those terms and stuff, I don't know that yet, right? So during the interview, I'm just like, for example, someone is doing the interview me today, so I'll pretend that I know things. Then I will just like, oh, it's in my mouth, it's in my, at the end of my lips, and he will gonna say the term, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm,
Totally meant that.
yeah, so yeah, totally like that. So I have to do that. To be honest, I pretend. Well, I have to do everything I can do for my dream, for my family. So I'm not lying. And like you're gonna be like showing this one, right? I'm not trying to do.
At least you're honest. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
A
So-
lot of people lie on their resume, so at
Yeah.
least you're honest.
Yeah.
like,
So I've done.
exactly,
So
fake
I've
it
done
till
that
you make it.
one. Then I passed the interview, and they applied for me for a work permit, and yeah, that's the start. So I really built what I am right now from the beginning. It's always come back to the past before, right? So when I took the job, since this is always like one shot, right? So it's not letting them impressed with what you can do or what you can give them. It's like just doing what is your task or what you need to do, right? So I don't know what I done that during that time with all the groups that we have there, like about 20 people, 20 cooks, and they are experienced, like they are from cruise ship people, like
Wow.
as a chef, they work there, and me, I'm just a newbie with like pretending, pretending as one, but yeah, I don't know. With my honesty, I got the trust of the chef because I'm always honest them. So then until I find out that they put me in one of the store because it's kind of the food court. So they put me in one of the uh, kiosks there. Like it's an Indian food. My first job there. So for some reason, like everything happens for a reason, right? So on that store,
Oh.
they put it in their pocket. So pretty
Oh,
much.
so they're pocketing the money from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's why for some reason, I was put in the store that not making money. Then they didn't ask me what to do, or they just put me there for some reason that because they need a worker, right? But when they told me that it's not making money and not, I didn't argue, but I told them it's not right because I know we're busy. Like people are lining up, and you can see the inventory. And I told them something is wrong. Then one day, I told my chef, the one who hired me, I told them that, can you please like, because there's camera, right? Just during the operation, just watch us working. So they've said that they're not putting the order into the system because people are paying cash. So the only can go in the system is the one that paying card.
Yeah.
So all those cash transaction, for example, if there's a sales of like 700, they're just gonna declare like only 50 or 100. So they've seen that one. So it's not that I'm kissing their ass to do that, but just by telling the truth, I got their trust. So it started there that they can trust me compared to those other people that we'd experience. So every time they will open a restaurant, they will get always Audie. It's Audie. It's like my name is like very, it's like blooming. It's like smells good. one of my chef, like the sous chef, told me, "What did you do to him?" It's like every time we have project, it's only you, it's only you. I don't know. So the career started there, and um, that's the start. So when I moved here, sorry, there's a long story of my life.
No, do not apologize at all. We
Yeah.
asked the question.
Yeah. So when I moved here, that's to cut the story short. So it's been always the dream of like having my own restaurant side. So I moved here 2013, around October. Then Jan, starting 2014, just couple months. Starting 2014, because of I really want to that dream to become in reality, right? So from the beginning of 2014, just before I opened the restaurant, every time I see sales of like plates, or in the marketplace, people are selling for cheaper, right? People are moving. I keep buying those from 2014 to 2019 before I opened the restaurant. So it doesn't matter if it's for whatever concept. Doesn't matter for Chinese cuisine, for Japanese cuisine, Asian cuisine, whatever, like pots, pans, cutleries, and everything. So for that, for like 5 years, 6 years, 5 years, something like that, from 2014 to 2019, every time I see that one, when I go to Costco, when I go to Superstore, I, I, I buy those on sales. So when I opened the restaurant, when I lost the job around 2019, we get shut down. So that gave me the push to have my own, right? So when I opened my restaurant, I didn't have to get big money on my pocket to start, because I have those already. So when I opened my first restaurant, I have so much stuff. So what I need to take care only is the rent, and but in starting a business, equipment and those like those plates and stuff like that, it's a big expenses. So when I opened my restaurant, I don't have to get that big amount of money in my pocket, because I have those everything. So that's how I prepared to have a business. Like me and my wife, we're gonna always do that one. Like sometimes my wife will gonna tell me, "Daddy, look at this one, the plates. It's only they're selling it only for like $40. Okay, let's get that. Let's get that." Then sometimes when there's a cafe that is closing down, we will gonna buy those whatever they have. So when I opened the business, I have so much stuff. Then actually, even we are 5 years already operating this business. When I'm opening the Chetwin location, right? Some of that stuff there, I can still use whatever I didn't use. So it's saved me a lot of money for like getting marketplace sales or whatever. So yeah, that's the story, how it started and how the drive of this dream to become in reality. It's a long answer, eh?
It was. What would you say was the most challenging part of that process?
The most challenging part of the process of which one? Can you elaborate more?
Yes, just of your journey so far in, starting out in the Philippines and then beginning cooking in like Singapore and then coming here to cook and like starting your business, and now you're opening another location.
Mm-hmm.
So just in maybe like the umbrella of everything, is there one moment that has been like the most challenging?
I think the most challenging for every business owner, it doesn't matter which industry you are. It's like getting the attention or getting the market, the right market. But once you get that market, you're golden. Like, for example, lots of people, you can cook, right? But, I mean, is what we cook is for just for the family or just for us, or the taste of the what we're cooking is for kind of a restaurant. So because n- everyone can be called as a cook, but not everybody can be called as a chef, right? So um, the challenge is how you can get or how you get the attention of the market that you want. So I think for me, I didn't much get the struggle of how I'm going to get that umbrella because um, when I started here in Canada working, when I work in the places like Mr. Mike, that's the one who supported my papers to come here. I started in Mr. Mike for like almost 3 years. I worked there. Then when I get my permanent residency, I have to move to different company because um, I create menu, right? I make recipe, but Mr. Mike is a corporate, so whatever they will want you to do, that's it. You cannot create your own. So after I get my permanent residency, I move to what I love. That I create menus, I create recipes. So when I was in Mr. Mike, uh, I kind of know the people, like regulars, and I talk to them. Then when I moved to other job that I can do everything, so which I manage the the restaurant. So if I have time after the operation, I go to tables. I always ask them, "How's the food?" I ask for the feedback. So I ask them, like, "Tell me the truth. Did you like the food, or what? Too much? What's taste?" So I learn from there. Like then, because I make special, right? Aside from the menu, I make specials like daily specials, weekly specials. So when I'm doing that one, so people like kind of every time, every week, they're kind of looking forward for the next week what I'm going to make. So, right? So when every week they're looking forward. So sometimes it's not even like, okay, my mom is coming, my friend is coming in for change on. What are you making this this date, this week, right? So they're asking me already. So it challenged me also to create more. Okay, my mom liked seafood. She liked this, she liked that. So when customers, I don't have my restaurant yet during that time. So when they give me the idea what their parents or what their friend, what their girlfriend, what their boyfriend wants, they're gonna give me the idea. So on that week, I will create a menu, a recipe, or a special that what they want. So when I do that one, it's not only for them because it's gonna be very special. It's just for them, right? So I will run it for the weekend for everyone. Then I will advertise it. So uh, unfortunately, that business closed. Then when that business closed, then that pushed me to open my own business, which I started here. Then when I started my own business, I continue doing that one until now, like special. So everyone is looking forward for the next one. So it's like giving them the drive. So business-wise, it's good because you know already that next week you have customer already coming because they're asking already for what's special, right? So something like that. So it's just like being, like I said earlier, like people always say, don't work too hard, just work smart. In business, it's like that too. It's like getting the the heart of the people. Like you can see in the restaurant here, like a family or people here that you can see that they are here like 3 times, 5 times a week. Sometimes they're even here like lunch and dinner.
Aw.
So you know when you see that, of course, you won't see them here if they don't like the food, right? So I mean, I think for me, I have a personal touch I can say to people because after cooking, I will gonna talk to them, how's the food and everything. And these days, nobody does that one. Then when I started that one, other restaurant or other chef are doing it because it's working for me. But I mean, when you do something that when you do what is other people doing, it's not the same. You need to make your own identity doing it because even you create exactly the same what he is doing, it's different, right? So you have to make your own identity and in attracting and getting the heart of people. And probably some people will always say you're lucky, but it's not about lucky. But whatever whatever you or me or you getting at this time is because we work hard for that one before. Sometimes people always see what's the result, but they didn't see what's behind the scene or before. Like you're successful right now, but they didn't see like 5 years, 3 years before that you're struggling. Sometimes people always see the result, not how you started and how you get that.
Yeah, they forget about the process and the
Yes.
learning that came with the success that you have now.
Yes, yes, that's right.
And quite the success you have now, I would say. You have a much bigger location than you were
Yes.
mentioning before.
Yeah, after COVID, after
Yeah.
COVID, we have to from 56 capacity, just right after COVID when it's slowly opening the public, then they allowed already the gathering. We have to like upgrade the size of the restaurant because people are always lining up, and we only have that. We only have I think 10 or 11 tables in our first location. Then we have to a bigger space so that we can accommodate everyone. But even like I said earlier, during weekend, especially sometimes even not weekend, during the weekdays, you can see people lining up. Even we have lots of tables already, so it depends.
And that tells you exactly what you were speaking about, the quality of the food and the
Yeah.
service and the care that you're providing for each of the guests that come in. Obviously, they appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we were telling you before, too, you're closed today because we're filming this on a Monday. It might not air on a Monday, but you were closed today, and you were kind enough to come in on your day of being closed to do an interview with us. And the amount of people we saw walk up and try and sit in
To come in.
to come in and order food, but you're closed,
Yeah.
so they couldn't.
They can come tomorrow.
Exactly. They'll just be back tomorrow. But
Yeah.
you obviously have made a great impact on the community, and
Thank
that's
you.
very noticeable. So,
Thank you.
speaking more about your restaurant and the menu, what does the menu look like for people who don't know? What kind of food do you
We're
make?
pretty much known as a seafood and steak restaurant, but we still have lots of variety aside from steak and seafood. So we kind of have Mexican there. We have tacos. We have, if you want to eat Italian, we have pastas. If the concept is like to, I want to like market all the different ethnicity of people. Like, for example, if you want to eat Asian food, we have Asian food. So, for example, there's a group of 5 of you, like friend of you, like you want to eat Asian food, you want to eat Italian food, right? Then another one want Mexican, another one want Chinese one. So you can come in my restaurant and you can eat all of that. So
Wow.
by not arguing which restaurant you're going,
Yeah.
right? Because if you want, except I don't have pizza because before we're supposed to have a pasta pizza, but it's like just too much we have a big menu. So for example, when you want to go for just for a pizza, you can go to somewhere, right, that serve just pizza. So every one of you will gonna eat pizza or with spaghetti, something like that, right? Or if you want Chinese food, or sushi, you're gonna go to the specific location or specific restaurant. But here, you can come inside all together and you can eat different kind of food in one sitting without arguing with your friends that, oh, I want to go there, I want to go there, right? So we try to market everyone that different taste, but they can come together.
That makes the
Right.
decision so much easier of where to go. My friends,
Yeah.
you need to come to Edmonton. My friends and I constantly can't decide.
Oh, you'll never know. I just went last week to Edmonton.
Oh, really?
Because what happened is like, because probably of what we are doing to the community and this bigger company, we're from small, right? Then they see what we do. Like for example, our landlord, they are a group of company, they are hotels. So that Chetwin supposedly is a Prince George location, but because of the foreign workers cannot come right away because with so many issues in the immigration processing, so my foreign workers cannot come. So instead of opening this year the Prince George, I delayed the Prince George and opened Chetwynd instead, because at least Chetwynd is really close to Fort St. John, that less than 2 hours I can be there. If I open in Prince George, I need 5 hours at least, or 4.5, something like that, or 5 hours before I can go there. Like if there's a problem, before I can even reach the place, they're closed already, right? So just being practical as a business owner, I have to call that, okay, that's delayed first. So to cut the story short, supposedly we'll be opening in one of the hotels in Prince George, like the Hyatt Hotel.
That's so exciting.
But because of the situation that I don't have enough staff,
Yeah.
we delayed it. But it's still gonna happen.
Yeah.
So this group of companies of hotels, like they own those hotels and this Coast Hotel. So they own other places, hotels in different places. So they want all their hotels with restaurant. They want to have Audielicious there.
Yeah, at their hotels. That's so
Yes.
exciting.
So they have hotels in Edmonton and Kitimat and Kamloops and Kelowna. So it's a very big opportunity, but I cannot just jump on,
For sure.
because staffing is the big issue, right? Right now, you can hire someone, but you don't know if they will gonna stay, right? So the idea is, I'm not being choosy, but I'm thinking of the future of the business, that getting a foreign worker that can work for you like for 2 years contract, you know, that these people will gonna stay with you for this certain time, and when they want to get their permanent residency, then they will gonna stay for another 2 years. So 4 to 5 years, you know that someone you can trust that can work for you, right? So because we're investing money, effort, and everything, so you want your business to be running the way you want it, not the way other people want it, right? So like I said, when I bought some of the stuff that we need in Chetwynd, so it's a double purpose. So I site visit a place there.
Oh, okay.
So you'll never know.
We don't. Hopefully soon.
That's next year.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I cannot make any details yet, because
For sure.
we have project after Chetwynd, another one this year. But after that one this year, we are going to open another one after this Chetwynd, and out for this year, that's it, because it's gonna be too much. Yeah. So
Okay,
because it's under franchise already.
Yeah.
So this second after Chetwynd location is not mine. It's under franchise. So yeah, so it's working what I planned. It's working the way it is, slowly. So I always tell someone, when people ask me how you do it, what is the thing, I always tell them to like always pray. Always pray that what you want or what is your plan is God's plans to you as well. I don't know if you believe in religious or religion, but for me it's the way I trust, or I trust that kind of process. So I always tell them, like, pray that whatever is your plan is God's plan for you as well.
I like
So
that.
for me, it's working. So
Definitely working. We look forward to the grand opening when you open in Edmonton.
you'll know.
We'll be there. We will know. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I also think that speaks volume to you, though, as well, for not just jumping ahead and saying yes without the workers that you want, or
Yeah.
without the situation the way you want it. Because, some people just think, oh, the more I open, the more money I make, as opposed to,
It's not about the money.
yeah, keeping that quality
Yeah.
of the restaurant and
Yeah.
of what you're trying to provide for people.
Yeah.
So
the
it's very
sorry to
respectful.
cut you.
No, you're good.
It's the consistency that you give them. It's the standard, right? Money will always follow if you do what is right. But if your goal is always money, 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 then you're in the wrong direction, because before you get the money, you need to deliver first. The consistency of the food, the quality, the service and stuff. So people nowadays are just focused on the money, what they make and stuff like that, but they're not thinking or looking for the long term, right? Because they were gonna go with the high paid check, right? After 3 months, they get laid off, right? So if you're settled on that kind of job, okay, I'm gonna just work for like 6 months, then on the winter I get laid off, then I get relaxed, and the same thing over and over. It's like you're not doing any progress because you're doing the same thing all over and over again, and you're not saving, and you didn't see anything improvement to yourself and to your life, right? But when you priority the goal, set aside the not really set aside, but instead of money first, go with the consistency or the service and providing and stuff like that. Because like I said, money will always follow. So you need to invest what you want to get in the future. Yeah, don't always eye for the gold. If you eye for the gold, you have to work for that one, right? It's pretty much like you want to harvest, but you don't want to plant.
Trying
Right?
to jump steps. Yeah.
So being successful, it doesn't happen overnight. So it's just like having a business, having your own business. If you want to be successful, it's kind of like I always example to them. It's kind of tree. Start from the seeds. You need to water it, take care of it. Then it's gonna grow. The more you take care of it, sometimes it bears less because probably you didn't take care much. But if you take care more, it bear more fruits. So when you have a business, you you have to ask yourself or talk to yourself how my business I want them, like for me to get from this business, like your revenue, whatever. So the more you take care of your business, which is taking care of the business, is the people, right? The people is not your staff, and of course, your community that supports you. So for you to bear fruit more, you need always consistency, service, and stuff like that. Then you can bear fruit more. But if you're a business owner, or if you plant trees that you don't take care much, so it's okay, it's gonna grow anyway. Yes, but of course, like I said, it's bear fruit, but it's less, or probably just like break even. When you do business, you want to make profit. There's no point of making a business without profit, right? So that's the goal. So you need to focus on the goal, plant it, always water it, take care of it, for you to have your goal working and everything, something like that.
And have so many restaurants, and people absolutely love you and love your food.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what is your favorite item on the menu to make?
I think that question, if I answer that question, I will be biased, right? Because I make the menu, I make the recipe. But
Yeah.
I like all of them. But of course, as a person with this concept, I like making those exquisite, or those things that you cannot get in other restaurant. The uniqueness, right? But like I said, later you're gonna see probably one of the dish that I'm going to prepare for you. Then you can tell me then where did you find, or where is there any similarity to other restaurants. So those uniqueness, sometimes people drive there. Either it's not about the money, because like for example here in the restaurant, I don't know if you've seen the menu. Our menu is when you choose the steaks and seafood, it's kind of pricey, but because they are pricey, right? But people doesn't care about money as long as they get the quality. There, the money is, it doesn't care about how much they're going to pay as long as they get what they paid for. Like for a drink, we have like $165 drink.
Wow.
Yes,
What is the drink, may we ask?
it's a Caesar,
Oh,
but there's
wow.
burger, there's steak.
With the drink?
Yeah. I can show you later
That's
a
so
picture.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's
Please.
lobster tail, there's prawn, there's seafood.
Oh my goodness, that's
Oh, so
so
it's like a
fun.
big, like,
So it's
bouquet
like a
almost.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we call it a loaded beast Caesar,
Oh.
and people like come for that.
That's so much fun. That
That
could be
sounds
like
so
a
fun.
group activity
Yeah.
that you bring your
So
friends
fun.
and then
Yeah.
have
So it
that.
depends what is your budget work on what you want in the menu. Then, but if you want like less than 12, less than 10, less than $20, we have that kind also in the menu. So our price range start from like $16 to like hundreds or thousands or whatever you want. Like because there are people like ordering those platter, seafood platter. Like for two-person, they were gonna pay for like 750 because they were gonna order all seafood, right?
Yeah.
So it depends what their budget, right? So yeah, we have plate that's like $85. We have $65 plate. So yeah, we give people choices. Whatever that they can afford, then they can have it,
Yeah, something for everyone.
right? So yeah, so yeah.
If you could cook for anyone in the world,
Mhm.
who would you want to cook for?
If I'm going to cook in the world, I will gonna be always cooking for my family.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's
Just
so sweet.
they are the inspiration why I have this. I work so hard. We work so hard, my wife and I, for them, right? So it's always the family.
What would you say is the most rewarding part of your job?
The most rewarding part of my job is like knowing that people see your effort, like supported you in all you do. Like even how tired you are when people love your creativity, what you offer to them, your tiredness will be gone. It's gone like in this community, I really love this community. That's why even I have a choice of moving somewhere else. I don't left this place because there's no place like home for us aside from Philippines going home, going back home. But this place embraced me for who I am, like the support. It's like the solid support from them. It's like everything I do. Like I mentioned earlier, what happened during the pandemic. That they told me that it's our time for you to. It's time for us to support you with all you've done to the community. So, like knowing those people that loves what you do, it's more rewarding than anything else. Because yeah, we can do everything, but they don't see it or they don't see the value of what we're doing, right? But when they see and appreciated you, then that's really a big thing. So,
And
yeah.
then last question. It doesn't have to be specific to owning a business or cooking or anything like that, but what would you say is the best piece of advice you've received throughout your life?
I would say that nobody told me about this, but when you said that question, it's like I've read in when I was in philosophy in the seminary. I've read about the philosophy of Plato, right? To know the good is to do the good. So every time I do something, I always have that start of to know the good is to do the good. So like for me, like when I recreate that piece of advice to myself and to everyone, it's like um, you do good things will come back to you. You do bad things will come back to you. So you choose what you want to come back to you. So with everything I've been through in life from being a kid, when growing up, with all those negative stuff that happens surrounded me, I did not let those struggles, those hindrances affected my well-being or as a person. So whatever we do in life, it's always a choice. We do good, it's our choice. We do bad things, it's our choice. So it depends on the mindset of people, what we really want to be, what we want to do, and always believe in karma. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, do good things, do good things will come back to you. Do bad things will come back to you. Simple. So don't step on someone's toes, someone's life, right? So I mean, for example, that's why it's very rewarding. Like for example, sometimes we know no one is perfect, right? No one is perfect. Like even we are known for what we're doing here in the community. Not all the community wants likes us. There's people out there too that like negative about us, right? For example, they ate in the restaurant, and let's say we cook the steak undercooked or overcooked. Instead of like telling us what we've done wrong, they will go to social media, like blast us, blast our name and stuff like that. Before I even see that comment, it's erased already because the people that supported me blast them.
People need to know who they're messing with on social media.
So, I mean, we are honored. We're, I would say, lucky to have this community that backing me up. Like, for example, it happens so many times that people blast me or blast the restaurant in social media, right? And before I even see it, to comment, to apologize or whatever, it's like I don't even have an idea, and it's gone. So, and sometimes my staff or my friends or whoever is like, they will like take a picture of whatever is to complain, and that's the only one. But no more in the social media.
That's a good sign, though. You have a lot of people on your side.
So sometimes I don't know. Probably some people wants to complain, but they cannot. They don't have the face, or they don't have that courage to complain. But I mean, we always say to them, if we did wrong, just tell us right away. We can fix it, right? But if you don't tell us the problem, how we can fix if we don't know the problem, right? So yeah, sometimes people wants to complain over social media, and they will think twice of posting there because they know
They know what they'll get instead.
they will be fighting with the community or my supporters.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So yeah,
funny.
something is just like funny sometimes like that. But I mean, that means that we're doing right. Like I said, there's no such thing as perfect, but at least those people that fight for you trust you, and they know that no one is perfect. But like I said, if you don't tell us the problem, how we can fix the problem? Or sometimes there's no problem, don't fix it. If it's not broken, don't fix
Don't
it,
fix it,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, so it's just rewarding doing those stuff that you know that community back you up and stuff like that. So, and like probably I don't know if you want to see like in the front, you can see there lots of like awards and stuff like that. Like last week we received 4 awards, North Peace as a I won the best entrepreneur of the year this
Oh,
year.
wow.
Then
Congratulations.
thank you. Best seafood restaurant and Filipino food, and what else? Yeah, we get 4. So and yearly we're getting those ones. So sometime international or like within Canada. So we get like whatever we are right now. It's like it's back up with what we have. Those plaque, those certificate that we get. Like actually right now, I'm running on the favorite chef. I don't know if with the competition.
Yes, I read a bit about that.
Yeah, favorite chef. So I'm there again. The second consecutive year that I was nominated there. So right now I'm on the 4th. So it's continue. Like first is top 20, top 15. I think we are now on top 10. So until it's gonna go to the top 1.
Ah, I see.
So right now, I think the one that going to the next level or the next stage is those top 10s. So far, until now, I'm on the top 4. So if you can help me promote to your supporters to get
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So yeah, it's until the competition ends. So yeah, it's gonna go to until top one. Then yeah. So lots of award that we're getting. Actually, I'm joking my staff. We don't have space anymore for those awards, for those certificate.
Gonna start sending her
Too
home.
much recognition,
And
yeah.
like I told you also earlier, right, that I'm saying no already to some of the interviews because I have my plate is full and I don't have time, and I don't want to make an appointment or make an that I cannot deliver, right? So yeah, it's overwhelming, and it's happy that people want to talk to you about what your life is. Sometimes because they want to know my life, my story of my life. They say, "Oh, it's a movie." Oh, it's because it's a really long story. But the struggle is like how I become who I am right now. It's, I would say, my foundation is that where I came from, like the hardship, and yeah. But I didn't let them affected me, because if I did let that situation affect me, probably I won't be here. You're not interviewing me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's everything we do in life is a choice. Yeah, if we want, it's not only doing a business. It's like our life as a person, right? It's always I always example is like a tree. Our life is like a tree. Our business is like a tree. How we take care of it, from the seeds, how we take care of it. So it's just like faith. How we take care of our faith. Like now, I can tell you, right, that I'm being a Catholic. I always believe in karma and believe in that, religious things. So yeah, our life is just always like a tree. From seeds, take care of it, it will bear fruit. I mean, when you say bear fruit, it's the success that we're reaping. It's a success that we have. So if you're not really successful, then you need to take care of that tree. Yeah. So put more knowledge, learn more knowledge, right? And it's part of it. Like, so same thing with business. I always like that. I always example like that when I talk to people, because sometimes when I was in the Philippines, I always give talk to people, like giving inspirational talk, giving them, because being like supposedly I'm going to be a priest, right? So I preach in front of people. So I give recollection, I give some talks in the crowd. So yeah, so my kind of like how I started is big impact on making decisions in life. Whatever I learn in my life, not only in school. So we always have to like embrace it, live with it. Then we will see the result. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for sitting down and sharing so much with us. You
You're welcome.
are amazing. What the heck? You've done everything.
Thank you also for, with all so many people being successful, you choose me, right? So, yeah, thank you too. This is just an oil, cooking wine, then veg. And we can start this one. I'll show you how we do our signature Cajun sauce. Okay. Start that one first. Then we'll put our steak in. So I just put onion and red peppers. Then this is a seafood stock. Garlic butter. Put some of the Cajun spice. So everything we cook here is like upon order. So when you order, you're willing to wait
Yeah.
when you come here. Yeah. Because that's the time when you order, that's the only time we're gonna cook your food. We don't, on all the sauces that we have, we don't use any thickener. We will just gonna let it thicken itself. So our sauce is all gluten free.
Oh, wow.
Because right now, lots of people are gluten allergy, right? So this is our signature steak and noodle sauce, Asian sauce actually. So what we're making tonight is steak and noodles. I like inventing taste and stuff. So actually this kind of sauce are all like fusion. So I always like to fusion like Asian and Western. So this is the result. So later once you try it, let me know. I like because there's no point when making or starting a new restaurant. There's no point copying or making the same thing what other restaurant is doing already. So you need to make your own identity, right? So you need to make your own. That's your own, right? When you say this Audielicious, they know that they can get this one that they cannot get in other places.
Yeah.
So you're making your own signature dishes. So I like doing that one because when you do that, the market is just you,
Yeah.
right? So no competition.
Yeah.
Which in this place, I don't have competition. So which I can get most of the business too, right? Although other restaurants are busy too, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have my own.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Diamond. That's how you cook steak. I like it with diamond presentation. But this dish, you won't see how good the diamond is. Later we're gonna put something on top of it. So right now I'm just doing one water because we're just cooking something. But we have different kind of water for like seafood, pasta,
Yeah.
and
For
stuff.
like allergies.
Yeah, so yeah. So right now I'm just doing the veggie first before seafood because we're just only one.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we're very very careful with allergies because we can kill people if
Well,
with yeah.
Bridget's sister has like a boatload of allergies and she's very sensitive
Yeah.
with that, so I know that.
Sometimes
appreciate
if it's like that, we will gonna ask them what is the allergy. Then if we cannot do it, we will tell them nicely that
Yeah.
it's better for you to like
For safety reasons.
yeah, because we don't want to kill someone.
For sure. Yeah.
I'm with you on the allergies my sister has. We appreciate.
Yeah.
The honesty is far preferred.
Then sometimes we accommodate as well those requests. Then as we will tell them that as long as they're willing to wait, we can do it.
Yeah.
As long as they're willing to wait, we will gonna do it for them because we don't want to cross-contaminate,
For sure. Yeah.
right? So, like if there's people halal, like Muslim one, then we have pork, right? So if we have new pans, we will take it for them because it's not touched
Yeah.
with anything with pork or with seafood allergy and everything. We will gonna wash everything, sanitize everything. That's the time. That's why we tell them to, as long as you're willing to wait, we'll do that. But
Yeah.
if it's during the busy time, then So whatever you see in the picture is what you get. There you go. That's your steak and noodles. So we're gonna blend the color for more nicer presentation. Parmesan. Okay. I cannot find my parsley, so I'll just use one of the mixed green. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, and there you go.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hey guys.
I'm actually so pumped.
Literally so excited, genuinely just excited to be here.
Okay, explain the dish in front of you.
So I have the steak and noodles, right?
Ooh,
It smells so
that
good.
looks so
Sorry, I
good.
shouldn't have stuck my face in it because you have to
No,
eat it
girl.
too. But
That's fine. This is what I have. I have the surf and turf. We're gonna both obviously try them, but it's like a creamy Cajun sauce.
the sauce is so
I'm so pumped.
good.
Okay, what are we trying first?
Oh my gosh, I think
Let's
it's
try
steak
this
and
one,
noodles. I have a fork and knife because I am a loser who doesn't know how to use chopsticks.
I can teach you.
That would be great,
I
actually.
actually will.
Because everyone I know knows how to use chopsticks.
They
except
don't
me.
teach you? That's rude.
My friend Emily, one time when I lived in Vancouver, tried to. She did something with a hair tie where you like tie it so that you can
Oh,
use
I know
it.
that one.
We're making a mess. So, here we go for the
Let's
steak
try-
and noodles.
I'm gonna try and get a
Cheers.
little bite of everything. Like
I'm gonna try to do that as
steak,
well.
And then I have a
No
veggie
promises, though.
here.
Okay,
Embarrassing
guys, I'm gonna
myself
shove
with
this whole
chopsticks.
thing in my mouth. So be ready.
Yeah, don't mind us.
Don't
Okay,
mind us.
can't get it. I'm like talking about how I can eat with chopsticks. Can't.
That's actually
there
really
you
good.
go.
I'm very impressed. Cheers.
Cheers. That is delicious.
Oh my goodness.
It's nothing like I thought it would taste.
This is so good. Really? What did you think it would taste like?
More like soy saucy.
Oh, really? I feel like it's.
It's like barbecue.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
it's
say.
so good.
But I guess he was talking about how he likes to blend. I think it was on camera that he was mentioning it, but how he likes to blend like it's like a fusion, so like Asian with like Western, and so I definitely feel like that's what this is. As noodles are just spilling out of our mouths.
So good. They're the best type of noodle too. They're like a chow mein.
And usually I'm
noodle.
not like a noodle girly. I'm usually always rice, but these noodles are so good.
Yeah, I feel that. So there's
Now for the surf and turf.
lobster, prawns, scallops, steak, and then
vegetables,
veggies
and mashed potatoes. It's got everything.
A smorgasbord.
A smorgasbord.
Okay.
Bum, ba, da,
I'm
bum.
gonna try this.
Cheers.
Oh wait, I want some mashed potato with it.
Cheers.
Sorry, cheers. Cheers.
That sauce is unreal. Like literally so good.
I genuinely think that lobster just changed my life.
Hmm?
Like I saw myself walking down the aisle with this lobster. No. Wow, big lobster girly.
I love that for you.
Ooh. Okay, it's not really working to cut chopsticks. Like use chopsticks to cut. Sorry, I'm dipping it again.
Don't be sorry. This is so good.
Like, like I think I can cook, and then I come and try stuff like this, and I'm like,
I can't
definitely cannot cook.
cook. Not compared to this.
So this is a big
Not
freaking
compared
bite.
to this. This is delicious. We'll have to come back here. We're in 14 John a couple more days, so we're gonna come back and try some other stuff. So yeah, check it out.
everyone. We just finished up at Audielicious. Like,
best Cajun sauce of my entire
I
life.
genuinely, like, we get so lucky with these things because we don't need to lie and fake, but like, it was so good.
Genuinely, if it was sold in a grocery store, I would buy it.
No, like, the whole
110%.
thing. I've tried lobster for the first time. I'm sure you guys saw that. If you're watching this, I'm a lobster girl now. Love is that oh, I thought there was a stain. I'm like, that's so embarrassing. Love lobster. Loved his Cajun sauce. Loved his stories. Loved the atmosphere in there.
Yeah.
It was great.
The food was amazing, and like I thought it would be, just based on the way he was speaking and how much he values quality over quantity, or like getting the job done, quote unquote. But wow, genuinely just so yummy. What a good day. What a good day to be us.
Oh my goodness, and we forgot, he's so kind. He gave us beer to try, and it's wheatless beer, Bridget was saying.
Yes.
So we obviously are not trying that now because Bridget is driving.
Vroom,
but
vroom.
when we get back to the hotel,
we will do a review for you on the beer.
Love.
So yeah, thanks for watching.
That.
Go check it out. Or if you're in
Fort St. John.
Fort St. John, or if you're not in Fort St. John, come to Fort St. John, or hang in there, because
Big things are
word
coming.
has it that he's opening some more locations.
Hopefully,
So,
I really want him to,
hopefully in
like,
Edmonton.
yeah, like genuinely in Edmonton, I would take my family there. They'd love it.
Oh
We'd
my
be
gosh, yeah, all the
regulars.
time.
Like,
All the time.
I'd try the Caesar.
Oh,
I need
the
to try
Caesar.
that.
Y'all, Google this,
You
because we
guys.
didn't get a photo of it. Huge.
It's this big. Like, the cup that it comes in is like
I think
a
he was
bathtub.
talking about it. It's literally a bathtub with a burger, with prawns, with crab. Like, it's like a whole
It's like
meal.
half a pound of crab
Yeah, like
in this drink.
it is a meal and a drink for you and a friend.
Yeah, and I was like reading it, so it comes with the
Cute
burger.
date
It
night
comes
idea.
with a triple date idea. Like, there's a lot of food. It comes with the lobster, it comes with the steak, it comes with the burger. I'm pretty sure it comes with like prawns, and then it said 2 sides of your choice. So you like munch for sure, and you have a little drink. Like, it's great.
Very fun.
Yeah.
10
So
out of
check
10
it out.
recommended. Check it out.